right, hey guys, what's going on? My name is Chris Hawkins, and this is your best life defined. How you doing today? I hope you're doing great. Hope your resolutions are going well. Mine are definitely rocking it. Still at it. Still working on this thing that I'm working on, trying to get in shape. I'm old, working on some stuff. I mentioned a while back that I started doing martial arts out in the park, just doing kicks and stuff. I'm trying to get my spinning kicks back up to where they used to be. That'd be a pretty good goal for me. Just, it's because it's kind of like I do TikTok, right? Which TikTok is cool, but it can be a little bit addicting. I found that out. I try not to add a lot of stuff to my life that distract me from my goals. I have a book I need to finish, been working on that, but so I try and stay away from that, but sometimes it draws you in. So I've been working on some stuff trying to get better at this thing I do. So let me ask you a question. If you were to ask your partner what they think of you, would they view you as a good partner? Would you categorize yourself as a good partner? A team player, as it be if it be where you show up every day and you engage and you actively try and grow as a person and try and nurture the relationship. If you don't view yourself as a good partner, there's something you can do about it. This is what this this podcast is about. It's about you becoming a better partner. So if you want to be a better partner, you know what you do? You become a better partner. That's not very nice, is it? No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you short like that. Here's the deal. I talk about all of the applications for living your best life, all of the areas where you can affect change, pick a direction, affect change, and grow your life in a positive way to where it becomes more of a pleasure and a better experience overall. Because really, when you think about living your best life, that's what it is. It's about the experience of living, making that experience as good as possible in as many areas as possible, right? And I got to tell you right now, I am in a really great place as far as the experience of living. We've been on this thing for a while, and we've been working towards doing a better job as partners and individually as well. We've been growing and doing all that stuff. So it's really actually beneficial. It's really great to be able to wake up every day and know that our life is getting better. But how do you do that when it comes to your partnership? I think it comes down to giving. I look at what we do. I mean, it's funny. My wife asks me to do something. I don't think, well, it's not my job. I don't think anything like, well, what did you do? If she asks me to do it, I do it. That's because when I think about being a partner, my goal, whether I accomplish it every time or not, is to treat her how I want to be treated, to extend the courtesy to my partner that I want to see from them. I don't want to have any debate about when I ask a favor, she says, "Well, no, I don't want to do it. It's your turn." And the only way I can accomplish that and the only way I can achieve that goal is for me to start that path, to choose that direction where I can actually sit back and say, "Well, it's okay. What do you need, babe?" Right? But that's where being a better partner is what it's about. It's not a real complicated concept. And think about it. When you think about anything in your life that you need to get a handle on, or that you need to actually make better in your life, it starts with your relationships. Because your relationship is the foundation. When it's you and them, that's if that thing isn't fixed, nothing else in your life is going to be amazing until you get that thing repaired. Now, the sad part is that some people are just reluctant to change. And there's where the problem comes in. If you're thinking about you and your partner's thinking about them, that'll never work. That's like two magnets with opposite polarity. It's just they push away from each other. In order for you to actually be a better partner, you've got to start by evaluating what a better partner looks like. Remember the plan? Pick it. What do you need to do? I want to be a better partner. Well, what's the action you can take to be a better partner? Well, you could be kinder. You could be more open. You could actually spend a little more time changing some of the things about you that your partner doesn't like. Because we all have them. There are things I do that just drive my wife nuts, and I try to curtail it. I'm consciously, actively taking action to change those things. That's how you become a better partner. You become a better partner by putting your partner first in all things. Does it seem like it's selfish? Well, sometimes. I mean, at first, if you've been neglecting your partner and all of a sudden you say, "Hey, no, baby, I got this, I'll do this," and you just start becoming your Prince Charming or Mr. Irresistible, as I like to say, there's going to be a transition where you might feel like you're just giving and giving and giving. What's cool about that is by you becoming a better partner, by you actually conducting business with your partner in a manner that you want them to treat you, guess what happens? Eventually, there comes a point when they notice that and they reciprocate. It's almost unavoidable. It's like, how are you mean to people who are nice to you? How are you mean to people who are kind to you? Now, is this without obligation? No, it's not. There are things in my life that I would not be able to tolerate as far as our relationship goes. I won't go into details, but the point is there are things that I'm just not going to be able to accept. And if my partner says, this is what I want to do, this is important to me, this is my dream, this is my life, and it's not something that is bearable, I can cope with the impact that that decision has on my life, I'm not just going to swallow it down and say I'll still be a good partner anyway. Because the truth is, in being a great partner, the first thing you have to do is be a great friend to yourself. Before you can ever be amazing to someone else, you have to find it within yourself to love you, to embrace who you are or who you're becoming, to be willing to face challenges that scare you with or without your partner. And then when you bring that partner into the mix, when you start adding that person that you love, by loving yourself first, it's so much easier for you to give up because there's no threat there. I'm good with my partner. I'm better with my partner. But I'm good. I mean, I would be fine if I didn't have a partner because that's where the foundation for having a great relationship is. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes there's just a lack of flexibility on the part of the person you share your life with. And then you face the decision. There you are trying to live your better life, your best life, and you're trying to work on your relationship. And you approach your partner with an idea about how you believe the relationship can get better, and they refuse to take action on it. Guess what? You face a choice. Because if they're inflexible, if they're unwilling to change, to adapt, and to accommodate what you view as a better relationship or a better point in your life, what do? You have to make a decision. Do I just hold to where I am now and I stay the course based on their reluctance to change, or do I go on without them? Now that's kind of a scary thing, right? It is. It's a scary thing, but that's the reality that we face when we are looking at our relationships and we're looking at living our best life. You cannot have strife in your relationship and expect to have an amazing life. It just doesn't work that way because the energy that comes in is the energy that goes out. And if you have negative energy in one aspect of your life, it dilutes the good energy that you have in the rest of your life. Think about it. There you are. Everything's going fine. You're coming up on the weekend, and then you and your partner get into some spat about something or another, right? And then next morning you wake up and no one's talking. Think about what that does to your relationship. And more than that, what that does to your weekend, to the energy of your entire weekend, right? That's where that burden comes in. If you want to be a better partner, enhance your skills with yourself first and then go share those skills with your partner. Become a better person for you. Be confident with who you are and then approach your partner and be kind, because if it feels like at some point that you're being taken advantage of, that all works out. Because genuinely, if your partner loves you and you do good things for them and you say, hey, listen, baby, I've been doing all this for you because I'm trying to rekindle our relationship and I'm trying to show you how much I love you. I'm trying to show you how much I appreciate you. What do you suppose the response is going to be? It isn't generally going to be, well, screw you to do what you want, but I don't care. No. See, it all comes back down to the reason that you got together in the first place. There's an attraction there. And what's cool is when you become a better partner, guess what happens to your partner? They open up. They open up like a flower. See, if you've been grinding it out for a while, you've been in that relationship, and it's just like day in and day out of the same thing, and it's like, you just feel the pressure every day. It's not that the feelings that you have or the attraction that you have for your partner is gone. It's just covered up in muck. It's covered up in so much crap and so many distractions that you just can't find it anymore, right? If you want to be a better partner, just start doing for your partner what you would like them to do for you. If you want to be a better partner, if you want to have a great relationship, start doing for them what you used to do for them when you first dated. Remember how you first met? Oh man, there was nothing you wouldn't do. Try it. And just do it. And don't do it from the perspective of what you're going to get back. Do it because you want to be a better partner. And I guarantee that that's going to come back to you. That is going to come back to you, because it's really hard to not be amazingly nice to people who are amazingly nice to us. It's really hard not to do things for people who do things for us. And that's the give and take. And the more you do that, the more trust is built up, and the more the shields drop down, and all of a sudden, guess what? You're sitting there and you're saying, "Hey, we're good. It's okay. Whatever you want to do, I'm there. You need me, I'm there," right? Because it's in our failures that we resist, right? That's where the relationship breaks down. It's in our lack of connection to each other. And the sad part about it is, with relationships, intimate relationships, there's a lot of hurt that comes into building a relationship. I don't care who you are. I don't know anyone who has been in a relationship or married or in a long-term relationship who hasn't had their struggles, their battles, their bumps in the road, right? You know, you have too much to drink, or there's something stewing, or you suspect something, or you say something and it's wrong, or you just, for some reason, there's something going on and you just feel vindictive, or feel like you have the right to be angry and walk around and be the way you are. The reason it's so difficult for us to relinquish control and just go ahead and submit to our partner is because of the damage. What happens if I start doing everything my wife asks or my partner asks, and I'm being Mr. Nice Guy, and then they stomp all over it by shaming me over something because they're still where they've always been, and here I am. I'm changing. I'm doing more. I'm showing more kindness, and I'm not getting anything back. That's a hard one to swallow, and that's a hard one to take. But guess what? In order for you to have the opportunity to have that conversation and be able to say, "Hey, listen, this is what I'm thinking and this is what I'm doing," sometimes it has to start with action, because it's that action that creates the question within your partner's mind where they're like, "What the hell's wrong with you? What are you doing? Being all nice to me and shit," right? Let them ask. And if they cross the line before they've actually realized that you're just trying to be a better partner, then guess what? That's your opportunity to say, "Hey, listen, guess what? I'm trying to be a better partner. This is what I'm doing. You can take a look at it, and I would really appreciate it if you start incorporating some of those things as well." Like, for instance, I'm not going to wait for you to do the dishes. I'm going to do the dishes. And guess what? I'm going to do this for you. And I promise not to yell at you. And maybe if we drink and we have problems when we drink, maybe we'll just stop drinking for a while until we get that all squared away, till we get all that hurt and all that damage evacuated. We get all the poison out, right? That's how I do it. And I think before you can do anything in your life, if you're in a relationship, that is the perfect place to start and live in your best life. Because there are so many moments within relationships that create that positive energy. When I think about the positive energy, what I see in my mind is a cup, and it's just full of this good stuff. And the more you do what you do, the more of that good stuff you have, and it feels good, and you're at ease and you're at peace, and you find comfort in being with that person. That's what it's about. That's how you become a better partner, is by giving of yourself to the person you love, right? Is it always easy? No. No, it's not always easy. Do you always get there? Is there some day when it's going to be perfection? Probably not. Just like everything else in life, it's an ongoing process, because no matter where you are, there's always a place you can be in your relationship, in your life, in your finances, in your job. And the point is to grab the best of those moments wherever you are, capture the best of those moments, and evacuate the worst of them. The pieces of stuff that you just don't want to deal with or just doesn't suit who you are, do your best to get rid of it and make room for more good stuff that you love, right? And being a great partner would be a great place to start. So, hey, keep that in mind. I show up every day because of you. I show up every day because of me. I enjoy what I'm doing. There are times when this feels great. There's times when this is like walking through mud. But I promise you one thing, I'm going to continue to show up here. I appreciate that you do as well. Until next time, just remember, today's your day. Make it a good one.